What's up YouTube? Just want to start with a quick apology to those of you who bothered to go ahead and subscribe. I didn't initially think that the channel was going to be overly popular, but given the number of people commenting and subscribing, it's probably a little bit more popular than first anticipated. Been a little bit busy at work at the moment, taking on a few extra hours, so I haven't had as much time to spend down here. But I thought while you're waiting, I know a few people have asked questions mainly about the pump. While you're waiting for this resource on pumps to come out, hopefully it's not too far away, I thought I'd give you a little something just to scratch that itch, and give you a little bit more information on the dishwasher build that I did. I've done a little bit more on it, purely I wanted my rolling cab back. This is another one that I'm putting in gear at the moment. So I built a stand for this one. Bit of a leak, like I mentioned in the video in which I built this, that these gloves leak. They're just sandblasting gloves, so they're not the best for vapor blasters, but as I was building out a scrap, I just kind of wanted to use those. I may replace them. It's turning out to be quite a handy little cabinet for testing things. It's got a switch on it now, the light's been put on properly, the cover back on. Like I say, a stand. There's a little bit of a leak. I'll probably change the way the reservoir works. Haven't really done anything inside. I just sealed up this window properly. Still got to put on a wiper on it. I may even do a standalone video on that one, so you can all see just how I do my wipers and why I do it that way. There are a few different options, but I prefer this way for the reasons that I'll lay out there. But like I say, people want to know about the pumps, so you may or may not be surprised. I can't really give you the make and model of this pump because I don't know. What I can say is that it came out of this dishwasher. That's it. It is the dishwasher pump. Now there's a little bit to get them set up properly to make them work for these, but I will go over all of that in a later resource. Each pump's different. There are a few things to look out for in a pump that work better than others in my experience of building these. Doesn't mean that's all you can use. I wanted to try this one just to see sort of how far I can push the envelope and what I can make work. You'll see in there the solenoid for the air. That is also off this dishwasher. So pretty much everything on this build came from the dishwasher. Apart from a few fittings, and that's an old nail box that's been cut down. I'll probably replace that because the more use it's had, it's splashing out the top there, making a bit of a mess, adding to everything that's coming out of the glove rings there. But hopefully that'll get you all thinking. Maybe jumping a little bit quicker into your builds. I know a few of you have commented saying you want to do something similar, using all sorts of different things. It's quite cool actually seeing how inventive everyone has been with their ideas, and positivity as well. I expected a few people to come out and, I don't know, try and troll or sling a bit of abuse as to wasting my time or whatever, or people that wanted sort of all the information on this in a set of plans. I know a couple of people have asked for that. As you can see, there's this one here, that one, dishwasher, and the new one I'm building. So there's not really any singular design I work off, so there's not really a plan that I can just give out. What I'm planning on doing is a few different resources, different videos, around what I've learned does and doesn't work. That doesn't mean it's sort of all-encompassing. Actually, I don't have any here at the moment. They're all out in other cabinets. There's also a rinse box, but there are a couple of videos that I found on YouTube. One in particular that kind of discusses how they built theirs. Really cool resource. I actually really enjoyed watching the video. It's quite a long one, but definitely worth a watch for anyone who wants to build their own. And I suppose if you subscribe to my channel, if you haven't, or if you're already a subscriber, there may be a few gaps that I can fill in with the information that I've learned. But between the two videos, you should be able to put something together yourself, whether it's going off the Harbor Freight style cabinets, if you're doing something similar, building your own box using parts from existing ones, or doing everything yourself, or if you're repurposing something. Between at least that video, a few other resources online, and hopefully the information that I've put together will hopefully give you enough of a resource that you can build your own. I'd quite like to see other people putting up their videos of what they've done, how they've built whatever they've built, what pumps they're using, any issues that they ran into and how they overcome them. For example, because I'm not using any sort of standard parts, the windscreen wiper on the other ones I built was a bit of an issue, so I'll do a video on how I overcame that and why I did it that way. But yeah, there are plenty of resources out there now. Some of them you need to pay for. I don't know how good they are. I didn't bother paying for them. I just kind of mucked around in the garage here until I got something to work. There are others that are free. I'll probably link the description, put up the link to the video, because I actually found it really entertaining. The guy seems quite clever. It's a really tidy build. As you can see, the ones I've got here are all my test cabinets, so I haven't really bothered to put that much effort into them. That one there, I'm just trying a few different things out. It won't be for sale, this will be my own thing. I have sold a few of them, but this one here is just another test cabinet. So the quality of these ones isn't really that great. I haven't bothered putting that much time into them. Like I say, it's just purely for testing. Actually, I might show you this one as well. Some other parts. Let me just get that out of the way. Excuse the video. This is one of the first ones I did. See the standard light in there. Still got a bit of water in it. Using the standard gloves. These ones leak as well. No foot peel or anything. Just a simple on-off for the air. Pump over the side there. As you can see, it's had a bit of a hard life. It's been a bit neglected. Like I say, so many different types, different ways of doing things. These are all tests. I wanted to try different things out for the ones that I was going to build. Blast media as well. I'll probably do another resource on that, the things I've found out. Lots of information online, and probably more and more coming out on YouTube. I went and spoke to a few different people that supply these sorts of things and got their opinion, and then did what I should have done in the first place. Went on YouTube and found out there are videos already existing that do describe exactly what I needed to know. So I could have saved myself a lot of time if I just spent that time on YouTube rather than going and talking to a whole bunch of different people. But that's where I'm at now. Like I say, a little busy at work, so unfortunately I don't have as much time to spend developing these and putting together some content for everyone. But I mean, if you spend that time having a look around, you can find a lot of the information out there already. You shouldn't need to pay for it either. There's more and more coming out daily. But I'd strongly recommend just doing what I did. Just get all the bits together and have a go. I mean, worst thing that can happen is that you learn. If you do like what I did with this didn't cost me anything. These are all parts that I just had lying around. Like I say, dishwasher cabinet. It's a microwave mirror, glass. You can see the plastic down there. Great, that's just like an old food container, and then some brass fittings. So if you can't find the information, if you can get your hand on these sorts of things, just scrap stuff to muck around with, then I'd recommend doing that. Not only did I learn a lot, I actually had quite a lot of fun, especially making this video that you can find. I'll put a link up now in the top corner, you'll be able to find it, and just see sort of the messing around that I did that weekend. Just a long weekend, but had a lot of fun, learned quite a bit, and ended up with what I'd consider a successful Vapour Blast cabinet. And yeah, just had a lot of fun. So keep an eye out. Like I say, if you haven't subscribed already, subscribe, because I've got a few resources coming out that you may find at least useful, hopefully informative, and maybe a little bit entertaining. So yeah, cheers.